Hello everyone, I figure it's a good time for an update given that several key adjustments have been made. One that is easily noticeable, there's now a JFJ Easy Pro. This is a disc resurfacing machine that you can easily find available on Amazon or eBay. It comes to around $220. It's fairly expensive, but the way that I see it in terms of general services that offer disc cleaning options, it usually ranges around $1 plus per disc. Shipping my discs off doesn't really seem like much of an option for me, and locally there are not many places that will resurface discs in a fashion that I am specifically aiming to work with, so I am going to do it myself. And the methods in which I would do it is going to be utilizing a variety of cleaning pads. This one uses a Rupes coarse rotary waffle pad. This was mentioned as a potential option that I could utilize as a difference from the standard creams and pads that are given with the device when you purchase it. I also got a DA Fine microfiber polishing pad, which I could use. Now, the standard waffle pad actually does a pretty decent job because I did a rough test with it, but it seems to be working fairly well, so the need for that will be pretty low. There's also this Meguiar's Plastex as the standard cleaning solution, which I think works fairly well for the waffle pad and how it tends to remove general scratches, scuffs, anything cosmetically wrong with the disc, so that seems to be the case. If it's too intense of a clean, I may have to utilize a different pad. I'm not sure yet, but I'll do some more testing and workshopping through that process. Now, another major update is I sold the $75 lot of PlayStation 2 sports games. Attached is, you will see a rough overview of the games that I listed. 22 titles, $75. I made that sale, so I've recovered the cost that I paid for the PlayStation 2 games and the Guitar Hero guitar. So by having that available, I now had the ability to make larger scale purchases and continue with a general improvement for that process. So I've recovered the cost for the PlayStation 2 games. I've gone through the path of purchasing a disc resurfacer to be able to resurface discs that I purchase in the future, and I'm looking forward to this project moving forward in the future. So thank you. Hopefully you follow me along as we continue with this process. I generally plan on trying to collect as many games that I think are of quality, sell the ones that I know that I am not going to be playing or that do not interest me. I'm going to try to improve them with resurfacing. I'm going to try to improve consoles. I'm going to try to improve video games. If I get it in a rough quality, I might try to improve that. We'll see how it goes. If you want to follow me along with this process, feel free to subscribe or leave a comment, like, do whatever it is you need to continue to see the evolution of the series. Here's hoping I get to do some cool stuff moving forward. I think I will, so thanks for watching. Hello again, everyone. I have a general update for you all, especially given the things that I've been able to proceed with. I'm still working on trying to sell a different lot of the PS2 games that I collected and that I'm not interested in, so I will be showcasing what they are, and once that sells, that will give more opportunity for being able to make purchases again in the future. Now, one key benefit is I recently purchased this lot from Goodwill. It came to a reasonable size cost, but as you can see, it is a Wii console. I managed to pick up the console itself for $40, and it comes with a variety of general useful things. So first, standard AV cables. This is a Revolution 1 black Wii console with the GameCube ports. It's in pretty great condition, a few scuffs, but stickers intact, working rather well. Now, there was a Wii Wheel, a standard controller with a Wii Motion Plus attachment added on, a blue standard Nintendo Wiimote without Wii Motion Plus, a pink Nintendo Wiimote with a Wii Motion Plus attachment, a Wii Motion Plus attachment grip, so that seems to go with the blue Wiimote, and finally another black Wiimote with various grips, and if I remember correctly, there's also another Wii Motion Plus added alongside this. So basically 4 Wiimotes, some standard rubber protectors, and a Wii Motion Plus attachment for each of them. So extremely useful. There's also a black one as well, and these are, I'm fairly confident, Nintendo labeled because they all have the Wii and Nintendo sticker label at the bottom. 2 nunchuck controllers, so a black one and a white one, which is nice. Yes, here's the Wii Motion Plus. It's black and in this grip. So, a Nyko Net Connect. So this is an Ethernet port jack addition to the Wii console. The stand itself, power adapter, sensor bar, and sensor bar place stand. So that's nice. And 2 GameStop branded GameCube controllers. So interesting, not the best feeling. The C-stick, you'll notice, has a sort of upward facing connection. The sticks are nice, but I don't know how pleasant it is for them to be there. Now, another thing that was located there, it was not included in the $40 case that came with everything, but Mario Kart Wii for $5. Can't go wrong with that, given that it's complete with inserts and the condition is rather nice. So I don't seem like I will need to resurface that. I might buff it and go through that process, but it doesn't seem like I'll have to go through that process. Wii Sports Resort, the paper casing for the game, but it is included, and that's always nice. $5, can't go wrong with that, given that this is well over a $30 game. A paper version of Wii Sports, once again, $5. They sold over 80 million copies of this game, but for some reason it's still well over $20 to try to purchase. And then finally, I came across this new Super Mario Bros. Wii case, and they wanted $5 for it, but there was no game inside the case. So I asked them if I could simply have the case if you're going to toss it and get rid of it. So they said sure. When I came home and tested the console, I hit the eject button, and the game was inside the console all along. So which means I got this game for free included with a lot, which is nice. So overall, I spent effectively $55 plus tax, comes to roughly around $60 in total. 4 plus Wiimotes, all of which with Wii Motion Plus attachments, a black Revolution 1 console, which is GameCube compatible, stand, all accessories, all needed options, 2 off-brand GameStop GameCube controllers, a Wii Wheel, which is always a nice general attachment. It's not the best feeling, but it is generally better than just using a standard Wiimote, and some of the best games you can get for the Wii. All in all, for less than $60, even at a Goodwill of all places, pretty fantastic lot. So I'm excited about that. I probably will want to keep the black Wii. I will likely get rid of the GameStop controllers or throw them in with a lot in the future. I'll hold on to them until I have a general use for them. I don't think I'm going to hold on to as many of these Wiimotes, especially given that they're not the ones with Wii Motion Plus built into them. If I wind up finding a Wii in the future, maybe I could utilize them in some form of lot. Maybe I'll just sell the Wiimotes and the nunchucks as these are fairly common, but I think that I should be able to sell all of these general controllers and attachments in a pretty reasonable bundle. I will likely hold on to some of these games. I'm not sure. I will likely probably make a rough pack of inclusion for Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. I think that that's probably a good way to get some of these Wiimotes and Wii Motion Pluses off my hands as a way to recoup the cost for the $60 purchase for all of this. If I'm able to hold on to the console and maybe sell a few of these games to recoup the cost, or to make it so that I get the Wii console itself for free, I'll probably go through that. So that is what I managed to purchase. I think that it went well. There were 2 other items available at the Goodwill that I picked up that I think worked well in my favor. These were $10 a pop, but they're Xbox One controllers. This one specific is the Advanced Warfare Call of Duty version of the controller, and this is just a standard camo version of the controller. It has the option for batteries. One came with batteries, one didn't. They just use standard AA. They're perfectly fine. Usually these tend to go for well over 20 bucks a pop. When they're trying to buy them new, they're well over 40. I figured for $10 each, especially given that they're in pretty nice condition, only a few scuffs here or there, I think that was a nice little attachment. So all in all, I'm roughly in for about $80 in terms of this overall purchase. I managed to sell the games last time and recouped $75 in cost, so covered the PlayStation games, but now I'm in debt again for the JFJ Easy Pro and these. But I believe as long as I keep making the sales and going through the process, I should be able to eventually carve out some more money to be able to work with. Again, I know that I'm probably going to wind up going into debt when it comes to getting these game collections set up and expanding things further, doing what I can to try to improve these consoles in a way, make them cleaner, make them nice. I'm not trying to just resell for the sake of reselling. The main item is keeping what I know that I want, getting rid of the items that I know that I want. I'm not just picking it up for the sake of picking it up, going into debt, holding onto it, hoarding it, and then selling it to recover the cost at as an increased value. That's not really what I'm aiming to do here. There's plenty of scalpers and people that try to purchase games and do nothing to them, knowing that they have value and then selling them just for the sake of profit. That's not really the goal here. The general goal with this project is to improve my game collection, keep the things that I know that I'm interested in if I find a good deal on it, and then sell the copies of games that I know I don't need or don't want. Improve them if I can by improving any scuffs or scratches that I find on the games themselves. Try to make them complete if they're not, and go from there. You'll see through the journey. If I do anything questionable, feel free to leave a comment. I'm not trying to be that type of guy, especially when it comes to those types of YouTube people that sell solely for the sake of selling and making money, and through that process, this is a hobby. This is just something to do because I'm interested in video games and trying to improve the condition of things moving forward. If you're interested, please subscribe. Do whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. If you want to like or comment, I appreciate that. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.